Yeah, you got Mac and Mac doing you on Birds 365. Appreciate all you streamers for jumping in. We'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. You can show a little love to your Mac and Mac pals here. Feel free to hit it. We'll like getting Matt Manicherian up here, Senior VP, Football Analytics, Sports Information Solutions. We've had Matt on previously. He does a good job of blending the crunching of numbers and the scouting evaluation. Former NFL scout is going to jump in with us in less than 10. All right, before we get Matt up, Mac Man, I've been doing sports talk for a long time. A couple of things that sports talk, and this is different, slightly different format than the radio, but a lot of similarities. People like lists and people like countdowns or count ups. And we're counting up here on Birds 365. This is episode number 504 for McMullen and McDonald. So we've been doing this for a while now. The number is continuing to grow. Well, I'm going to have a countdown list for now until a month and change from now. And I'm using as a number the number that my partner John McMullen gave me. Because the last couple of days, everybody talking about the draft, Eagles not signing any free agents, so nobody's talking about the cap. The Jalen Hurts contract extension is kind of filtered into the background. It's out of mind, out of sight for now, but at some point it's going to come back around and it's going to become a major topic of conversation. And I've asked you on several occasions, when is it actually okay? When is it that Eagle fans can start to get nervous if they haven't gotten this contract extension done? And you've steadfastly told me, Jody, early June. They got the Carson Wentz deal done on June 6th. I'm going to give them a couple extra days. You've thrown out the date of June 10th. After that, the NFL kind of shuts down and takes a little bit of a vacay before individual camps open up in the preseason. So I'm going to use June 10th as the day, Johnny Mac, if that's okay with you. The countdown to June 10th, when if they don't have the Jalen Hurts contract extension done, Eagle fans, you can officially get nervous. Panicked, no. Nervous, yes. June 10th. 59 days and counting, J-Mac, okay? I'm going to throw this into the mix every day when I tell you how many episodes we've done of Birds 365. I'm also going to tell you how many days on the countdown meter till you can get nervous about the Jalen Hurts contract not being done.
I would disagree with your term of nervous. I've said June 1st to June 10th. I said two windows, June 1st to June 10th, July 17th to 27. I'm guessing.
If they don't get it done in the first window, I think you have the right to be nervous if you're an Eagle fan.
Well, you have the right. I'm saying, I'm trying to talk them off the ledge. They shouldn't be worried.
So there's a difference between worried and nervous.
Shouldn't be nervous. All right. Shouldn't be nervous. If you want to be nervous, if you're one of those people that enjoys being nervous, the time to get nervous is when you hear something like what's going on with Lamar Jackson. The moment you hear Jalen Hurts wants completely guaranteed contract, Jalen Hurts wants this, Jalen Hurts wants that, that's when you should start to get nervous. And, but that's why I think people don't need to get nervous, because that's never going to happen and things are going to get done. But those are the two windows, June 1st to June 10th, June 2nd really to June 10th. And by the way, the entire NFL doesn't shut down on June 10th, but the Eagles do, because they don't do minicamp. And then the 10 days before the start of training camp, which we don't have the training camp schedule yet. And we probably won't till knowing the Eagles a week before it happens. But and look, Jalen Hurts is Jalen Hurts. He's not going to be that guy. He is not going to be that guy. I'm very confident in saying that.
Right. And we can have all the faith in Jalen Hurts and the way that he's handled himself and done his business and everything else. Until you get your name on a piece of paper, you're not signed. We can have faith and have belief, but the determining factor is when he gets signed. And up until that point, he's not signed, even though
Well, he is signed. He is signed. He's
right. Do you
signed.
want him to play on the last year of his rookie
No,
deal?
he doesn't, which is why it's not going to be it's not going to be right. He hasn't made he hasn't made major money.
Nope.
And that's part of the reason where, even though it's funny to say $2 million isn't major money, or $4 million isn't major money, but it's not in the world of professional sports. And he's going to want the financial security.
As well he should.
Yeah. Nothing
He's
wrong
earned
with
it.
that. But there's a lot of quarterbacks, and one guy who I think is a valid criticism. I think we talk so much about Kirk Cousins, and I think he's underrated and all this shit. And I'm amazed at the hate he gets. Where the hate should be directed at Kirk Cousins is that he has never taken a penny less. He is an Andrew Brandt Business Hall of Famer, first ballot. He has made every potential penny he could make in his career as a durable quarterback. And part of the reason this narrative exists, if he can't do this, he can't do that, he can't do this, because he will not acquiesce himself to help build a better team around him.
Right.
That is a legitimate criticism. There are many illegitimate criticisms of Kirk Cousins. That is a legitimate one.
Right.
Jalen Hurts.
Don't you think those who critique Kirk Cousins and point to the fact that he can't win a playoff game and has some inexplicable inability to win games at night, you don't think the part of that is that people know, and he takes every single penny that's out there for you?
No, I think
even if they don't state it, don't you think that that's baked in?
No, I think the vast majority of them think the clock turns to 6 and he can't win a game because he stinks. I think the vast majority of those people, no. People like you, yes, it's baked in. Most, no. They think he can't play. They think he can't win a Super Bowl. I went through the same thing with Matthew Stafford. Same thing. People said for years, he can't play. He's terrible. Blah, blah, blah. Goes to a good team, good situation, very good quarterback. I tell people, if you talk to people in the NFL, it's I always have my favorite quotes. That's one of my favorite quotes about Kirk. He's probably better than your quarterback. He's really, really good. He's been really, really selfish. Now, I'm never gonna. This is a dangerous sport, and I never criticize players for getting all the money they could potentially get. Jalen Hurts has been like, he wants to win, and he wants to win. And if it's the difference between 48 million and 50 million, if you think Jalen Hurts is going to haggle over that, he ain't that guy. Kirk Cousins is. Jalen Hurts ain't that guy. He's just not.
That's speculation on your part. We don't have anything to prove it yet. Do I agree with you? Yeah, I kind of do. But you can't state it as I know. You can say, I think, I believe, I feel strongly, until he actually cuts a deal we don't know. We need to wait and see how it plays itself out, and then we can judge him going forward. And my bigger problem with Cousins was when he did his next deal with Minnesota. The fact that he held out, that they made him play on the franchise tag for the years that they did, and he got a chip on his shoulder, and he said, I'm getting the biggest contract every last dollar. I didn't have a problem with that because he had gone through the process. Now, the last contract he did with Minnesota, we did an extension, and again, got every single dollar guaranteed. Now, that's just greedy. You've already put millions into your pocket, and you're still grasping for every last dollar. Shame on you, Kirk Cousins. For Jalen Hurts, as great an attitude as he has, as great a leader as he is, as the most mature 24-year-old that Jeff Lurie has ever met, if he wants to grab for every single dollar, you're not going to hear me complain about it because he hasn't gotten it yet.
No,
Cousins already had. Jalen has it. Let him get his biggest possible payday first. And then when they redo him, if Jalen's going to be a guy who's going to play a decade plus, then we'll see if Jalen Hurts is the kind of guy who says, yeah, I made a lot. Let me leave a couple of bucks on the table so we can get ourselves a better football.
And remember, I'm talking about, again, I put the number at 48 to 52. That's where I'm talking about. If the Eagles come in at 40, yeah, I'm not going to blame it at all for saying, no, I'm not doing that. Now, if the Eagles come in at 50 and he says, no, I got to have 52, then I'll start changing my opinion, because to me, when you get at that number, and to any of us, we'll never know what that number means.
Right, but then do you consider 48 leaving money on the table?
I don't think it's going to be an issue for Jalen. I mean, you're right. I'm not Jalen Hurts. I can't say it. I don't think it's going to be an issue. I don't think it's going to be a Kirk Cousins situation with Jalen Hurts. I don't.
All right, I'm going to try this one more time. Do you consider, if the 48 to 52 is the range, is 48 leaving money on the table?
Well, it's leaving money on the table, literally. Will he leave money on the table? Yes.
No, I'm asking you, would John McMullen consider it leaving money on the table?
Well, yes.
Okay.
You are leaving money literally on the table.
Yeah,
he could get more. I think no matter what deal he signs, when he signs it, and I say when, not if, when he signs it, he will leave money on the table. He will, if he hardlined it, could get more. He will be leaving money on the table because he's not going to be Kirk Cousins. That's why I bring up Kirk. He's not going to be the first ballot Hall of Famer when it comes to business, when it comes to Andrew Brandt's Hall of Fame. He wants to win. So I don't think it's an act. I don't think it's bull. You know what? He wants to win, and he'll understand. And the Eagles, don't get me wrong, the Eagles probably take advantage of it, to be honest, to be blunt. They understand that as well, and they'll take advantage of it.
So again, working on the parameters that you put in place, which are probably pretty accurate. If he signs for 55, is he a hardliner like Kirk Cousins?
No, that just means the market went up. That's what that means. That means he probably could have gotten 58. And that means you'll see Joe Burrow get 58 or Justin Herbert 58 or 59. I don't know where the market is. I can't tell you. I'm using.
Well, yeah, you have. You told us it's between 48 and 52.
No, I'm using Joe Banner's numbers, to be honest, because he's the expert, and that's where he put it. Joe's really good with that stuff. I'm not an NFL president or NFL general manager. I don't know where the market's going to go. I'm just saying he's probably going to leave a little bit of money. And to me, it's kind of comical to talk about, 55, 52, 50. You're going to be just fine, Jalen, when you do sign this deal from a financial perspective. But yeah, if I'll say this, if he wants to bring out every cent, he'll wait for Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert. And I don't think he will.
That's why I'm suggesting that by June 10th, a date that I got from John McMullen, if they haven't gotten a deal done, and oh, by the way, I don't think Burrow or Herbert will be done by June 10th. So he's going to have to be the first one to move. I think if you're an Eagle fan, you can get nervous. Panicked? No. Panic-stricken? No. That's you can't even get to panic-stricken no matter what, because he's still under contract. It's not like he can become a free. Like the Baltimore Raven fans have to be panic-stricken because they don't have a QB today. Lamar Jackson is not under contract. He's been given a franchise tender, but he's not under contract. Jalen Hurts is under contract for the 2023 season, fourth year of his rookie deal. So he's going to play. Do you want to get an extension done so that he's feeling good about himself, that he can be the leader in that clubhouse, that people aren't asking him, hey, Jalen, you get the deal done? Jalen, where you at in the deal? Jalen, you don't want his teammates asking those questions. That's why you want to get the deal done. If you don't have it done by June 10th, I think Eagle fans have the right to be a little nervous. Not panicked, but nervous. And we will count it down. 59 days and counting between June 10th today and June 10th when the Eagles get to take a little bit of a vacay. All right, I'm Jody McDonald. He's John McMullen. We've had trouble running down Matt Manacharian. I don't know what the deal is with Matt. We haven't been able to find him just yet. I got a text into him. I did book him last week, and I did not send a reminder text to him yesterday that, oh, yeah, remember, you're on Wednesday. But he did okay coming on today. He hasn't joined us yet, but we're hoping to get with Matt Manacharian. He's going to join us here on Birds 365, or Johnny Mack and I will continue to chop up the Eagles here on Birds 365.